Welcome to the Uncle Hack Podcast, where dudes pretty much just talk dude shit.
Welcome to another episode of the Uncle Hack Podcast. I hope you're doing well out there, right? You know, gas prices through the roof. Absolutely through the roof. Nothing you can do about it. But know what you can do? This is how we're going to start the episode off. I always like to get it out of the way, promote myself, right? March 17th, Station on Jasper here in Edmonton. We have the St. Patrick's Day show. March 20th, the Comedy Cave, Calgary, Alberta, the Danger Room is back. That's right. You can come down and pretend to be Irish for an evening with me. How great is that? An actual Irishman. You can do that. You can come put on your green little hat, your little leprechaun hat, right? Giggle with everybody. Oh, look at this. They put food coloring in the beer. Oh, isn't that something? You got green beer. You're going to have a green beer? You can do that with all your dumb friends. And come watch me tell irresponsible. I'll just say this. I will say irresponsible things on stage to entertain you and your friends. You can be upset. You can be triggered. You can enjoy yourself. Whatever you want. Same with March 20th down in Calgary this Sunday. Thursday and Sunday I do have shows. So you can come down and watch us say things. Later in the episode, I got a little treat for you. 2 treats, actually. I'm dragging my family into this hellhole that I've created for myself. Actually, this is pretty sweet. My grandma, there's an old recording back when they first it's like from the 60s. They had a tape recorder of some sort, and my grandma tells a joke. All the way from 1960, my grandma is going to tell you a joke. We're time traveling today. And recently I was in Taber, Alberta, and later in the episode I interview my nephew because we get down to the nitty-gritty on what's happening out there, and he's going to let me know his thoughts. He's staying up to date. He's a 4-year-old. Of course he knows. He's got more rational thinking than most adults that listen to this podcast and post things on Reddit. So I'm excited to show you what me and him broke down together. And that's later in the episode. As always, we got our fan question. And if you stay long enough or just look in the description down below, you can call me and leave a voicemail to where I will maybe or maybe not listen to it. If you give me a nice question, I know probably the last one, I just roasted that girl for being an idiot. Giving her boyfriend the goddamn or something about a hoodie. That's all I remember. But that's all right. That's what you get. You call in, you're going to get honesty. You know, the love of a father that you never had. The love of an uncle that you wish you didn't know. That you wish you just didn't ask, right? Oh. You know, a lot of people upset about gas prices. It seems to be the talk of the town right now. Everybody is upsetty spaghetti about the gas prices, you know? And all I got to say is this. Hold on one second. Much better. I was sifting around in my grandfather's closet and found this old hat from a chevron, a Russian chevron. And I got to say, I support Russian oil because it was, I could fill up my truck, my vehicle, you know, the girlfriend's her whip for $80. $80. Now it cost me damn near $160 to go to my hometown. So guess what? There you have it. I took the Ukraine flag out of my bio and I'm putting the chevron hat all the way from fucking wherever, Dagestan, Moscow, just outside of Moscow, chevron, all the way in Russia. But we canceled them over there. We're pulling everybody out. Nobody's allowed to go to Russia. So I decided to take a stance. I could give a shit about the Ukraine. Half of you listening to this and those that have Ukrainian flags in your Twitter bio, half of you that have Ukrainian flags in your Twitter bio, couldn't point to it on a map. But me, on the other hand, know where I can point on a map, the places I want to go. That's what I can point out on a map, all right? And guess what? I can't go to those places because it's $1.70 a fucking liter here in Canada for gasoline. So guess what? I'm taking a stance. Bring the oil. Send us the oil. Send us the gas. I want cheaper prices. Fuck the sanctions. Give a shit about them. They're not worth the shit you wipe your ass with on those papers, okay? I don't know if that made sense, but my angry brain told me it does. So here I sit before you saying, bring the oil. Well, what about Canadian oil? What about making more oil here? Who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck where the oil comes from. I just want to be able to drive clear across the city to some stranger's house, some little lass that decided to DM me on Instagram. You know what I mean? And it doesn't cost me $40 to travel across the city to lick her asshole. All right? That's what I want. I want the good old days back where I didn't have to budget for when I want to sneak around in my relationship. I want the good old days back where I would let the truck idle in the parking lot. But instead, nope. So bring the oil. Bring the Russian oil. Bring fucking ships. I don't even care if you spill a few fucking... I don't care if you spill liters, gallons, however you want to measure it in the fucking ocean. Who gives a shit about the ocean? No one cares. We're not doing all this. You know what we did for a while? We switched to paper straws. I did my part. I didn't bitch when McDonald's put paper straws in my fucking sugary cola. I shut up and I carried on because I realized that this is not a hill I want to die on. I found the hill I want to die on. All right? I sucked it up. I sucked up my cola through a fucking soggy, disgusting straw that sat in there too long because it was a little too hot in the cab of the pickup truck. And now I'm just getting like hits of fucking, oh God, cardboard hitting the back of my throat. So you can kiss my ass. That's where I'm at, okay? I'm over here, for those just listening, it's a chevron hat with some sort of writing on it. I don't know where it's from. It's some bordering country of Russia, wherever my uncle was drilling. He gave my grandpa a hat. I found it in his closet, and I'm like, yeah, that's good for the episode this week. So here I sit before you, telling you, I don't give a fuck where the oil comes from, okay? I know a lot of you lads out there that are listening to this, probably out there, welding up a pipeline, drilling, doing whatever you need to do, make some bank, put it in the pocket. Guess what? We were importing oil back when it was 97 cents a liter, okay? We were doing that then, so don't get all uppity. That's what we love to do as men, don't we? We love to get uppity. Well, then we get a little more energy independent. I don't give a fuck. Energy independent. I don't care if it's coming. I don't care how unethical the oil is. Well, we're bringing in Saudi oil. The Saudis, do you call it unethical? They don't let women go to school, and look how great they're living. They're selling unethical oil all over the planet. They don't give a shit. You know what I mean? They don't give a rat's ass where the oil's going and how it gets out of the ground. Hell, they threw 7 gay men off the top of their fucking highest tower to the highest bidder. They don't allow their women in universities. It's unethical as hell over there, but I guarantee you they ain't paying $1.67 a fucking liter. You know what? I should probably look that up before I open my mouth. Gas prices in Saudi Arabia. Okay, here we go. Well, I guess for comparison, the world, how much does gas cost? They're paying 91 cents a gallon. Okay? They're paying 91 cents a gallon. I don't know what this is. Let me click on this because I'm out to fucking lunch. Global prices. Saudi Arabia. They're paying 91 cents a gallon. When was this posted? Because again, you never know. We're out to lunch there. Fuel prices. March 11th. Okay. They're paying for unleaded gasoline. March 11th. Okay, never mind. I retract my statement. Now, what is that, though? Is that they're paying 63 cents a liter for gas or for diesel. So it's cheaper to drive a diesel over there, okay? All the fellas are 63 cents a liter for fucking diesel, but they're paying $2.33 for unleaded and $2.18 Okay, so I'll shut up for just a second. We're almost on par with them for the unethical. Okay, you know what? Still, bring the Russian oil. When we were bringing the Russian oil, I could fill up the truck for under $100 and leave her idle while I go and cheat on the old lady. But now what? I gotta turn it off, go inside. It's still like minus 15 at nighttime where I'm at in Canada. So I gotta walk in, and then I gotta start the truck up. I gotta sit there, and as I'm fucking sitting in the regret, after you cheat on somebody, the regret you sit in on their couch and you're trying to act like everything's okay because you get the post-nut clarity and realize what you did was a little bit wrong, And I got to peer out the window to see if, hit the remote start, the truck starts, and you're like, fuck, how much is that burning? I only got a quarter tank left. Fuck me. That's only going to get me about fucking halfway home right now. I drove all this way just to cheat and feel disgusting about myself. And then I get hit in the pocketbook by driving all this fucking way. It's disgusting out there. I'm upset. Physically upset. So all I'm saying, okay, who gives a shit? No one gives a shit. When have you ever cared about a war? No one's cared about a war. Now all of a sudden we're dusting off the fucking fake empathy. Is that what we're doing? Everybody all of a sudden gives a shit about Ukraine. And like I said earlier, you couldn't point it out on a map if you tried. Half of you can't even point out where your own province is, where your own state is. Outside of where you live, you don't have a goddamn clue. The only reason you know your specific area is because you opened up Snap Maps a few times just to see where your friends were. Oh, look at that. My friend's in Mexico. Where in Mexico? Baja. They're at the Baja San Lucas. My friend went to Mexico. Oh, isn't that sweet? Your friend went to Mexico. And this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. You got everybody pretending to care. You got a few people hanging on to the mask still. We got a few people hanging on to the mask still. That's great. That's good branding, if you ask me. I'm trying a new thing out where I'm trying to see everything from different perspectives, and I like to look at it from the branding perspective, okay? Because as you know, I own a brand, Danger Cats, right? We got the big Trudies. We got the big Trudy, right? We got the hats. We got all that. DangerCatShop.com. But I like to look at the branding portion of all this and see how they're able to convince people that this is a good idea. And for it to not be popular anymore. Like for instance, you want to know what the masks are right now? This is what masks are right now. They're Billabong. You remember Billabong and Quicksilver? Of course you do, because most of us are my age. And everybody back in the day had a Billabong or Quicksilver t-shirt. If you were a dude. If you were a girl, you had Roxy. You remember that? Everybody. And I lived in inland Canada. Nobody surfed. They didn't even surf behind boats at that time yet. There was no wake surfing. You couldn't even wake surf. That is good branding. To have a bunch of people that have stepped in more cow shit than rode waves wear your brand. Great branding. Where now, you don't see too much Quicksilver out in the streets. You don't see too much Billabong. You don't see too much Roxy, right? You don't see these things. That's like the mask. Now that we've opened up, you're seeing less and less and less and less of it. But there are some people that still hang on to the brands like it's the last day. Dude, you remember the good old days? Remember the good old days when I could scream at somebody and they couldn't get mad at me because I'm doing something to help people. I'm saving lives by wearing this mask. I'm triple vaccinated, even though I have a hemorrhage in my fucking skull now. I'm about to drop dead at any moment, but I just can't wrap my head around why anybody doesn't want to wear the mask anymore. Even the government, it took them 2 years to tell us that, but like, come on, guys. You know? It's like you finally got a cool t-shirt to hang out with the cool kids, and then they took it away from you. And I feel bad for those people. You know? You saved up your summer allowance to head in and get 6 Billabong t-shirts, all for these assholes, just to rip it out from underneath you. It's a cold world we live in. It's a cold, cold world that we live in, that they would do that to such a human being that's just trying to fit in and follow public health orders, even though they've been debunked for fucking months, and you know. But that's how we live in. We love branding. That's exactly what we love. We love good branding, and we hold on to it. We hold on to it forever. We treasure it. You remember the good old days. Can you hear that? I got construction workers still behind me, beating the shit out of things, and nothing makes me laugh more. It's like I'm literally downtown Edmonton. I'm on Jasper Ave, and when you hear city folk, right? When you hear city folk listening to country music, not even good country, I'm talking like poppy country bullshit in there. A fucking pickup truck, 2 Gears Deluxe. I don't know what it was. It's another one of those gay country songs that you would hear at like one of those two-step bars in the inner city. So that way, like, yeah, look at me, country boy, I'll go two-step. Nothing makes me laugh more than that. I grew up in a small town, so I get that. I get at least that chip on my shoulder. And I'm not sitting here trying to be like, look at me, I still go and ranch cattle and all that shit. It's like, fucking calm down, buddy. Settle down, okay? You're dog fucking doing construction on a commercial contract in an office building, looking down on Jasper Ave, and you're trying to listen to a pickup truck, dirt road, beers, girls in a sundress and a straw hat. I'm out there trying to swing a baseball bat. Head to the bar, get a shot of whiskey. Even though they're like, yo, dude, you guys wanna get a couple fucking happy dads, bro? Go chase college chicks that aren't into us, dude. I just want to make some TikToks with the girl I love, bro. Pickup trucks. All right. Speaking of TikTok, this is great. Segway King right here. Let's zoom in on that. The White House is briefing TikTok stars about the war in Ukraine. With millions getting their information about the war from the platform, the administration wants to get its message to the top creators. On Thursday afternoon, 30 top TikTok stars gathered on a Zoom call to receive key information about the war unfolding in Ukraine. The National Security Council staffers, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki briefed the influencers about the United States strategic goals in the region and answered questions on distributing aid to Ukrainians. Working with NATO and how the United States would react to a Russian use of nuclear weapons. Isn't that something? This is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The girls that were shaking their donk on TikTok are now telling you the information that you need to. They trapped us. They got us. Boys, we've been conned this whole time. It's been a government operation. Every moment that you've spent watching titties jiggle and underage ass get twerked on TikTok, you were just part of the machine. This is the CIA entrapping your brain and this is the next form of MK Ultra. They sucked you in. Now they're going to start spreading you the right information, okay? They're going to give you the right information because you can't decipher on what's true and what's not. That's why the government steps in, and this whole time, this has been an MK Ultra mission. That's like, I'm just thinking with my dick. Exactly. You were thinking with your dick, and this is where it got you. Now it's all mind control. You got underage pussy twerking at you, and you're thinking to yourself, how did I get here? Well, she looked of age, so I can't fault you. And now, they're giving you information about the war in Ukraine. There's always like some, isn't that funny? They got you. Who is Khalil Green? I want to see this. Okay, some black dude, Gen Z historian. Let's see what he has to say. Call out creators. Did the White House brainwash TikTokers? SNL, White House, Biden kids, advice. Hold on, I want to hear where he is talking about the briefing. I clicked on the article, but I should have had this up. This is great. This is MK Ultra at its finest. Please tell me this kid's gay. That'll make it even better. Oh, here we go. Part 1. It's right there. What do you got for me?
The situation in Ukraine. A number of other content creators in social media and myself were invited to this event, which was on background, meaning that we couldn't record or take pictures, but we can discuss what we learned from it. Now, there was definitely a lot discussed, but in this video, I'm going to go over the specific question that I got to ask, the answer to it, and my thoughts on their response. And as a quick piece of context, a lot of the people there ask questions based off of the content they create and what they feel their audience might want to know. So that informs the question that...
So what? The twerkers, what were they like? So am I technically like invading into people's news feeds by giving them this information about Kiev? I'm gonna is it Dunbrust? I'm gonna Dunbrust this ass out, these titties out. You know what I'm saying? Daddy Biden.
That I personally asked. So this was my question. Many people from marginalized communities in the United States have become dejected regarding the situation because there's an imbalance of coverage and assistance given to the Ukraine-Russia crisis compared to other occupations, invasions, and attacks throughout the world, some of which have U.S. involvement. What incentivizes these Americans to be in strong support of the U.S., giving high levels of attention and direct aid against the Russian invasion, as we feel there isn't enough attention on related issues in other places throughout the world and right here in the United States? First, I'll try to give a direct summary of what they said, which can be divided into 4 different points. According to them, one reason that this crisis is specifically notable is because of the size of the invasion, which is the largest since World War II. Second,
What? That's what they told you? This is the largest invasion since World War II. Disregard U.S. troops going to Afghanistan. How many troops were deployed into Iraq? Number of troops deployed Iraq and Afghanistan. Okay. 1.9 and 3 million U.S. service members have served in Afghanistan and Iraq since 2001. No wonder. See, this is what I like about TikTok kids. You know, it's like, hey, what about the blacks? Obviously, this kid is a black kid. He goes, hey, what about the blacks? More people are dying in Chicago. Hold on. And then you got old Jen.
Well, you see, this is the biggest invasion that's happened since, World War II. You know, the Nazis, those people that everybody hates. Disregard. Do not look up anything to do with the Azov Battalion, because we don't need you spinning your heads and understanding what's going on over there. The information that I'm giving you is nothing but correct, and it's the truth. So don't look anything past what I'm saying right here, right now. What I need you to do is do one of those dances. Make up a Ukraine dance. You can imagine they're doing like a little content meeting. They're like, hey, what if we hit the whoa? Like, whoa, don't invade. We pull it back, meaning like pull the Russian troops out of Ukraine, pull it back. And then we hoorah, because we won. And we get to make Ukraine a NATO country. So we circle it, right? It's circled because that's the world. And we need Americans controlling the world, not Russia or China. Okay? So we go, whoa. Maybe we pull the eyes back and be like, no. We do like that, what some would deem a little racist. Then at least I have you in my back pocket and can cancel you at any time if you get a little rogue on us, right? Continue.
They acknowledge that this coverage imbalance exists for crises throughout the world and encourage us as content creators to use our platforms to highlight different issues as they arise, especially when mainstream media fails to do so. Third, they said that just because something isn't getting mainstream coverage in media doesn't mean that the United States isn't giving aid, whether that be monetary, humanitarian, or military aid to other issues throughout the globe. And last, they said that they hope that this crisis at least raises the public consciousness around geopolitical issues throughout the world, and that even though Americans may not be proud of other things the United States has done globally, that they hope that we can look back on this moment and see how the United States rallied the West to stand up against Russia and be proud of that.
Wow.
And once again, that's what they said. Now, I'll just share 3 quick points of analysis that came to mind. So first, I think the best attempted direct answer to what I asked was the first point that they made, in that the invasion in Ukraine is so large that it could have global consequences which would affect everyone throughout the world, including here in the United States. Second, while I'm glad that they acknowledge that other issues, both domestically and internationally, rarely get as much coverage, I think it was a red herring for them to suggest that this was just due to media corporations. Like Biden's State of the Union, which was just last week, was definitely a time where he got to choose what issues would get awareness. For example, he made the decision to go up there and talk about criminal justice by saying the answer is not to defund the police, it's to fund the police. That's just to say that the government isn't helpless to the whims of the media, but they also have opportunities to craft the political narrative themselves. The last thing I'll say is that the answer generally had this tone of, America's doing a lot to help the world, but of course we wish we could do more. However, there wasn't a lot of acknowledgement in what America should stop doing in terms of their connections to occupations, invasions, and general bad faith actions throughout the world. And I want to hear your...
Isn't that lovely? That is lovely. Sorry for wasting your time, and if you turned this off, I don't blame you. After the crisis in Ukraine has escalated, millions have turned to TikTok for information on what's happening there in real time. TikTok offered some of the first glimpses of the Russian invasion, and since then, the platform has been a primary outlet for spreading news to the masses abroad. Ukrainian citizens hiding in bomb shelters or fleeing their homes have shared their stories to the platform, while dangerous misinformation and Russian propaganda has also spread. And TikTok stars, many with millions of followers, have increasingly sought to make sense of the crisis for their audiences. You know what? That's good. That's good content creation and great mind control on behalf of the U.S. government. They see this. They know the Chinese are taking over. They're just going to add to it for a quick little minute here and be like, listen, we'll play the game. We'll make some TikTok stars out of this. You guys need more of them. We need more ad revenue. That's what we need. More ad revenue. We don't need to be fucking around with anything else other than ad revenue from brands like Disney and Walmart. Time for a little ad read. DangerCatShop.com. Use the promo code podcast69 and get 15% off your order today. Isn't that nice? You can pick up a Big Trudy shirt. You can pick up one of these retro sweaters that I'm wearing. The Russian oil hat. Sorry, it's not on there. This is a one of one. I don't even know if this is probably contraband that I'm wearing on top of my head right now, but it is what it is. DangerCatShop.com. Use the promo code podcast69 to get yourself a little treat on there. Also, all the tickets that we have are available at DangerCatShop.com for all live stand-up shows. Be sure to check that out. Maybe we're coming to a town near you. We got more tour dates coming. I'll be announcing those very shortly. So, yeah, stay cool out there. Patreon.com/DangerCat69. Roast Battles Volume 2 and 3 are up. Don't want to miss those. Plus, you get an extra episode of the Uncle Hack podcast every week. Every week, you get an extra episode, plus all the exclusive content, exclusive podcasts, exclusive live shows that we do, like the Weed Room, which is also coming up at the end of the month. I wish I knew the date for it, but yes, there is a live show that we do here in Edmonton, very small capacity where you're allowed to smoke marijuana in, which we record and put the show on there. 4 comedians come on the show, they do sets, and then we have a half an hour podcast after the show while everybody's baked out of their mind, which you are pretty much stoned from a secondhand. God, you get a contact high, all right? You get a contact high by just being in the building. So check out patreon.com/DangerCat69 for all old episodes of Last Call Confidential, Roast Battles Volume 2 and 3 and up. And there is an exclusive episode waiting for you now. So with that being said, get the TikTokers on board, you know? It's the best way to do it. Hell, you know what? Back in the day, we didn't get this luxury, okay? You'd pick up a Maxim magazine, you pick up a Playboy, steal your dad's pornos, and that's what you got. You didn't get the added benefit of learning about wars, proxy wars, invasions, what propaganda is out there, because it's the wrong propaganda. You don't want to be on the wrong side of history, do you? No, we didn't get that. Now we live in a time where whores are trying to educate us. This is a beautiful time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. You don't always get the joy and the information, right? When's the last time you seen some titty shake and thought to yourself, God damn, I didn't know that there was misinformation happening over there in Russia. When's the last time you seen a 21-year-old twerk stop and tell you that Kyiv is being invaded by a bunch of fucking assholes? That's it. That's all they leave it at. Kyiv is being invaded by a bunch of fucking assholes. Putin's an asshole. Putin is an asshole. And you needed to hear that from the 22-year-old who's got a thong hiked up to her shoulder blades and throwing that ass back. She's just throwing that ass back. And if we're lucky that day, she shoves one of those little tiny flags. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little tiny flags that you can get at like the dollar store. Up her ass, and it's a Ukrainian flag, and makes it wave. That's what's going to connect us all together. Sex sells, and the U.S. government understands that. You want to control the guys that could possibly pick up arms and head over to Ukraine? How do you get them? You're not going to get them with Call of Duty-like clips or fake stories like the ghost of Kiev. No, you're not going to get them to go over there. You show them fake pictures of Ukrainian soldiers that are just bombshell women, right? Giant tits holding an airsoft gun. That's how you get them. And then if you really, really want to get them at home and start fucking with their head and get them on board that this is a good idea to go travel over to the Ukraine and fight in a war that we shouldn't even be involved in, you do it with young college pussy that's popular on the internet, that you fantasize that you can fuck. That's what you want. God bless the White House. Even though, we're a little behind on the Chinese with all of this, but we're trying, okay? We're trying. We're giving it a God-honest effort, right? Oh, thank you. That was a hell of a speech, wasn't it? That was a hell of a speech. This is so funny that the White House is closely watching TikTok's rise as a dominant news source, leading to its decision to approach a select group of the platform's most influential names. Or when you had the opportunity, right? When Big Dog fucking, old President Fo 5 was in there and he wanted to get rid of the goddamn app, just like India, you wouldn't have this issue right now. You wouldn't have a bunch of people on TikTok, watching tips on how to clean your house, every now and then, or you get a good joke. Most of the videos on there is just like a hot girl smiling for like half a second to make you feel like they give you like the fuck me eyes and you think like that was intended for you. MK Ultra, dude. It's just hitting us in a different way now. I want to see who are the other TikTokers. A Gen Z Jewel. This is great. Writes who makes TikTok essays about digital culture. Gen Z said the White House decision to engage creators such as she was essential in helping stopping the spread of misinformation. Let's see what Jules does on TikTok. Oh, yes. NBC News culture. Where is your White House briefing? Here it is. Wow, that's loud. My bad. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. This is who's stopping the spread of misinformation, making sure Russia doesn't take our nation. Let me rub my tits, throw my back out, yeah, just like a fucking stupid little dance. Hell yeah, Gen Z, baby. Gen Z. I'm really upset that there's no emojis in her bio. I'm thoroughly upset about that. Here we go, another dance video. This is who they're getting. 271,000 fucking followers. That's it. Why are they not getting Doja Cat? Where's Doja Cat? Why is Doja Cat not in here singing songs about that, making meme music for the Russian invasion? That's what I want to see. Why is Justin Bieber? I get my bombs from Iraq. Yeah, that's it. I get my slaves from China. Yeah, that's that. I consume all the products. Yeah, that shit. You know what I mean? Peaches in Georgia can kiss my fucking ass. Unfucking real. We're living in a simulation. I got a simulation. That is beautiful. I like that. I like that there's 19-year-olds doing dance videos. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Russian invasion dance. Stop right now. Putin's just a cock. The Spice Girls. Why don't we revive the Spice Girls? What's next? What else do we got to do to make this happen? Oh, God. What a fantasy fucking world that we live in. And I'm here for it. I've given up. I don't care anymore. When it gets to the point that we're using TikTokers to spread information out, tapping out. That's it. I'm done. You know? I'm not gonna try and swim upstream. I'm going with it. I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna try and make my money. Hopefully rip more of you. I need an NFT project. That's the next thing I need. I need an NFT project that I can hose all you guys down for all your money, and then I'm gonna skip the country. That's what I'm gonna do. In fact, no, I won't even skip the country. I'll stay in it. And I'll just laugh about it. That's what I need to do. I need to scam all of you. That's my next move. An NFT project that you're going to get fuck all for. I'm going to take pictures of my taint. And I'll slowly, as I progress in the project, I'll shave the taint, right? That'll reverse it. I'll shave the taint and then take pictures for the next month, next 30 days as hair grows on my gooch, and those will be the NFTs. That's what you get. I don't offer no roadmap, no plan. I don't know all the terms of an NFT project, but all I know is I'm telling you right now, I'm ripping you off, and I'm selling them for 900 Ethereum. I don't know what that turns out to be, but I hope it's a lot of money. I have no idea what an Ethereum is worth or what the hell it does, but all I know is one of those pictures is worth 900 of them. Fuck. All right, let's get into the fan question. Okay, for those wondering, if you want to call in and leave me a voicemail, if you want to do that, you call 780-600-6804, and you can leave me a voicemail that I will play on the show. Ask me a question. You got relationship advice, or you need relationship advice. You're going through something in your personal life. Maybe this is the first time that your parents caught you jerking off. I don't know what your problems are. Maybe, your old lady never gave you anal for your birthday. She's been telling you that you're going to get anal for your birthday. Maybe we can come up with a plan to help you with that. Like relationship issues, money issues. I'm a smart guy. I'll be able to help you with anything. And I know my audience is very eager to hear what I have to say to you to help you get through the life that you're living right now. Many of you have women issues, which I find hilarious. That's the audience that I have. I'm trying to build up some misogyny, and I got a bunch of cucks listening to this. Come on, fellas. Give your fucking dick a stroke.
Hack, for fuck's sake, Hack, give me some advice. Should I take my money out of the bank? Have the cash on hand? I don't know what's going on in this world. Let me know what I should do, man. Thank you, bye.
Well, I'm going to go with you have about as much money as the length of that message. So I would just go with keep it in there. You know, what are you going to do with $18.63? What are you going to do? Get your last pack of smokes? It might make you happy. But having $18 cash in hand, I don't think is going to do you any good. I'd tell you to buy some crypto, but I don't know fuck all about crypto. All I know is I'm guessing by the time that I've got to this message that his assets have all been frozen from donating to the trucker convoy. So I don't think you got to worry about pulling any money out of the bank for a minute here. You're going to the gulag. So I don't think that you're going to need the cash in hand at the gulag because it's going to go back to the fur trading days where you're trading like coffee beans for a rolled cigarette. You know, you're going to be in the gulag trying to get your hands on some granola to trade off for some socks and shampoo, you know? It's nothing but cold showers from here on out, Daddy. You'll be okay. Having that cash in hand, you know, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. It ain't going to affect you. What are you gonna do with $18? Hold it, look at it. You want it in coins. You're going to separate it, you know. You're going to have it in, you get it all in quarters. So that way it looks like a lot. You know when you remember when you'd like roll up your change and take it to the bank? And it used to look like you had like you're like, I got probably about $1,000 here. By the time you rolled it up and counted it all, you're like, I have $300. What the hell was I thinking? It looked like a lot. You thought in your fucking dumb head, you thought a jar full of nickels was going to add up to like hopefully $800 to $1,000. And you're about 600 short on what you actually thought it was going to be. Remember those days? Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because you just hold it all in digital fucking currency. You know, that's where we're moving to. What the fuck are you going to do with paper money? You aged out fucking swine. Rolling around with cash in your hand like it means something. What are you going to do? Take a fucking one of those cool dude bro selfies where you like stack all the money up your arm? Gonna have to put magnets so it sticks to you. I'd look cool for a second, but what should you do with your money? Let's listen to that one more time.
Hack. For fuck's sake, hack.
For fuck's sake, hack.
Give me some advice. Should I take my money out of the bank? Have the cash on hand? I don't know what's going on in this world. Let me know what I should do, man. Thank you. Bye.
I think you should stick to just painting the arrows on the highway. That's what you should do. Don't worry about your money. It's okay. The government's going to spend. You know what you should do is spend all your money at dangercatshop.com because I'll spend it better than you ever can. That, or you can join the Patreon like I was just advertising. That's what you could do. That's what you should do with your money is honestly give me it. Because I'll make better financial decisions than I think you're capable of. And that's the sheer honest truth. I think I'm more than able to give you more bang for your buck with your money in my wallet. So whether you want to give it to me in cash or digital form, then I just highly suggest you just transfer it on over. I have a feeling that I am more than capable of ensuring that those dollars meet the G-string of a 20-year-old that just started her first week at a local strip club. And she's got to meet the devil himself, who's going to take full advantage of how naive she is inside that club. That's what we need. And more of these ladies need OnlyFans subscriptions, and I need more jerk-off material. Well, why don't you just go to Pornhub? Because I like to support the actor, okay? I support the art, okay? Being a comedian now, I'm inside the arts, and I want to be able to see inside of the artist making the art. So I will support them in any way, shape, or form. That's the type of guy I am. So by you giving me your money, you're doing that. You're supporting local artists. And I won't go outside. In fact, maybe just like Russian oil that I think we should import the Russian OnlyFans girls and bring them over here and let them create content under our banner. They're Canadians now. We need more of them. Import the Russian oil and the Russian OnlyFans girls. Bring them in. What's the worst that could happen? You know? We got Russian assets, mail order brides. We need more of those. We all know the North American woman has been plummeting for a while. We need a good, strong women that have core values from the 1980s still, you know, that can cook and clean. And the patriarchy hasn't damaged their brain to think that they're, you know, equal of equal pay. Those Russian ladies are more than willing to come over here. You think after they just been stripped and being able to masturbate on the internet and make $40,000 a month that they wouldn't enjoy coming over here and just washing dishes for a low-life scumbag like yourself that's listening? Of course they would. Which is why I'm all for now Russian oil and Russian OnlyFans girls. Russian imports. That's what we should be doing. You can get them on pennies of the dollar right now. I'd imagine, let's not sanction the shit out of them. Let's sexualize the shit out of them. Christ. Misogyny. You know what I mean? I hope that answers your question. Let's get into Grandma's joke because this is great. So, A while back, I was asked to rip cassette tapes into MP3 form, and I listened to them. And it was from back in the day. I'm thinking, I believe it was 1963. My grandma's at a house party, hanging out with everybody, and she grabs the tape recorder and tells a joke. So here is a joke from my grandmother, all the way from 1963. I believe that's the era or the year. So here you are. From my grandma to you.
I think Marion wants to tell you a joke now, Lily, so I hope you enjoyed it, all. Bye for now. Hey, there's a good joke I gotta tell you. This
is
couple,
Grandma.
they were going together, and every night he thought he was gonna get a little bit, so he took her to the same old spot, and it was underneath this tree. And he'd say, how about tonight? And she says, well, just a minute, I have to ask Father up above. So she'd look up above and she'd say, Father, Father, up above, can I make the man I love? And she got no answer. So she says, no, we can't have it tonight. Are you listening? So anyway, the next night he tried it again. And they said the same thing and nothing happened. So he was getting a little bit pissed off. So tell us too. So anyway, he decided that he would take his friend along the next night and put him up in the tree. So he took his friend along, sat him up in the tree, and the next night they came back to the same spot and laid underneath this tree, and she said, Father, Father, up above, can I make the man I love? And all of a sudden he gets this answer from the tree, sinner, sinner, down below, shove it in as far as it will go. That was mean.
So if you're wondering why I am the way I am, it's in my bloodline, okay? Perverted all from the top all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. And next week, I'm going to show you my great-great-grandfather who immigrated all the way from Germany. That's right. That'll be interesting. But right there, is why I am the way I am. The way I speak. The way I act. Okay? This wasn't just me trying to figure it out. No, this is genetics. Okay? Why is he such a pervert? Why is he always thinking of buttholes and tits and jiggling asses? Well, there you have it, folks. It's right there. The proof is in the pudding. Grandma set the bar very high, didn't she? All the way from 1963, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a round of applause for a wonderful joke. Thank you. Thank you. Grandma out here doing it. I should actually hit it with hey, welcome back to the show. There it is. That's the one. Right after Grandma's joke. Hey, hit a punchline. Now we're talking. Jesus Christ. Isn't that nice? That's actually really sick that we were able to pull it up. There's a portion in there. I'll see if I can find it again. But it's so... One of my old uncles... Actually, I'll save it for next week. I don't want to ruin it because I can do a good riff off of it. But yeah, there's Grandma telling a joke about fucking back in 1963. All the way back then. It's time traveling. The humor was even filthy back then. You know, the words were a little more polished. A little more, see, like now we're just like, let me fuck your tits and come all over your face. You know, we're a little more loose with our lips. We let things sling out of our goddamn yap with filth and just a grotesque type way of speaking, you know? And I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here trying to be the guy that's like, oh, wow, I can't believe we all talk like this. But Grandma even had quite the lips on her and just let it sail, didn't she? Oh, that is beautiful. But you know what? I'm going to tap out right now. And just a reminder, the fan questions 780-600-6804. And I'm going to get into the interview that I had with my young little nephew, Grayson. And we touch on some topics that most people are a little scared to do. You know what I mean? Not him. He dove right in. Great young lad. Great conversation. So here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Grayson. Welcome to the Uncle Hack Podcast. I have my friend Grayson here, right?
Yeah.
Are you my nephew? Am I your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We're off to a good start. How's your day today, man?
Good.
What'd you do?
That I went to that I went to have lunch with you guys.
And how was it?
Good.
And then what else did we do?
We helped set up on the Legion.
Yeah, we did. Did you work hard today?
Yeah.
You think you earned some treats?
Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of treats do you think you earned today?
Eating candy.
Even candy?
Yeah.
What's your favorite candies?
All of them.
Oh, every single candy?
Yeah.
You don't have one favorite?
No.
Like fuzzy peaches?
I like all of them.
Oh, okay. Very stern.
So that's why I got all of it for Halloween. I got so much.
Really?
Yeah.
How much candy did you get?
24, 5, 60 million.
Holy,
That's
how many
how much.
cavities do you have?
4. I have 4 cavities.
4 cavities? Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, bad word.
Bad word? That's okay. We can say bad words right now because we're on TV.
No.
Sometimes.
No.
Do you ever say bad words?
No.
Okay, good. I was just making sure that you didn't say them.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
hold on. You went to your first NHL hockey game.
Yeah.
And how was it?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had a good time?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite team?
The Flames.
You're a Flames fan?
Yeah.
And who won that game?
The Flames.
They beat who?
The Oilers.
Oh, were you partying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying, can't remember what I was saying.
You were saying some wild stuff in the box? Yeah? Like what?
That, Oilers suck.
You said that?
Yeah.
Did you get in trouble?
No.
No? Oh, boy.
I'm saying it a lot of times.
Why? Why so many times?
Cause the Flames make rules.
Holy.
The Flames' coach are the best Flames players.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you were at the Flames game,
Yeah.
did you get any treats while you were there?
Yep.
What did
Got
you-
ice cream and popcorn.
Oh, boy. How was it?
Good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Would you recommend it to anybody that would think of getting ice cream or popcorn at the Flames game?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
So I hear you got a lot of stories that you like to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of story you got for me today?
A wolf story.
A wolf story?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me a wolf story?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the wolf story? I'm going to listen.
That the wolf ate the people.
Oh, boy. What people?
They're from Arizona.
Oh, wow. Arizona.
Yeah.
Really?
But Edmonton is farther.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So am I safe from the wolf?
Yeah.
How many people did the wolf eat?
25.
25?
Yeah. But then he got in a river, then he died.
So the wolf's dead?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd he die?
Cause he wanted to swim in a river, and then he died when he was going across. And it was very shallow, and then he sank to the bottom of the pool, and he died.
Oh, so he drowned?
Yeah.
He didn't know how to swim?
No.
How nobody taught him?
No. Yeah. Just sharks did, and he forgot how to swim.
Really? Is this a made-up story, or is this true?
It's actually true.
It's actually true? Where did you learn this story from?
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
So I hear you tell jokes, too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have a joke for us today?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you tell us your joke?
Where do cousins come from?
Where do cousins come from?
And holes.
Oh, you coming back? Yeah. Is that your favorite joke to tell?
Yeah.
Did you write that joke?
No.
No? Oh, you're just borrowing it for right now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Where did you get that joke from?
Uncle Eden.
Uncle Eden? Oh, wow. So is that joke, does that make the ladies laugh?
Yeah.
Do you ever go on any dates?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When?
When it was summer
Mm-hmm.
and kind of snowy out. It was not really that summer.
Yeah?
It was not actually summer. It was because the sun, because there is no snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's no snow.
Yeah.
And it's summer out.
No. There's snow out today.
Oh, but it's summertime?
No.
So you went on a date in summertime with no snow?
Yeah. Just no snow. And it was not summertime, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you watch the news lots?
What is news about?
They just tell stories like you told us about the wolf.
No.
No?
I don't even like the news.
You don't like the news?
No.
So what kind of things do you watch?
I watch Nerf guns and the Veggie Tales.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many Nerf guns do you have?
12.
12?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not that much.
No?
No.
That seems like a lot of guns.
Nope.
Nope.
No, it's just, it counts to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There we go. Wow.
That's enough.
Why do you have so many guns?
Because I want to give away some.
Oh, you're a philanthropist too, eh?
Yeah, I want to give away some.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give away some of my toys.
Oh, really? You're a nice guy like that?
Yeah.
You like sharing?
Yeah.
Do you have lots of friends?
Yeah.
Who's your best friend?
My bestest friend?
Yep.
Liam, Dane, and Rowan.
Oh, nice.
They're the Becky boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Becky boys.
And you like hanging out with them?
Yeah, they're boys though.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because then you get to do all the boy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you believe in gender?
What is in gender?
Exactly.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
You just think that there's boys and girls?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a controversial
There's
statement.
a lot of boys in this town.
Yeah?
There's more boys than more girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Good thing.
Respect. You don't like hanging out with girls?
No.
No? How come?
'Cause I don't have girlfriends.
No?
No.
You
Are
don't?
you done this podcast yet?
We can be. Why, are you tired of talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm tired already.
You're tired already? Well, why don't you tell everybody thank you for listening?
Thank you for listening
And
to the Uncle Hack Show.
yeah.